Oh, Sunday. Oh, Monday. Oh, Tuesday. Oh, Thursday.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm Miranda Hodge and I love sharing tips here on my channel all about women's well-being and faith, motherhood, anything to do with holistic living, all of those sorts of areas, because that's the sort of person I am. And so today we're going to be talking all about ADHD life hacks for mums in the morning. Let's get going. Okay, if you are one of those mums that I speak to regularly that have got ADHD or suspect that you do, then you might find that you struggle to get things organized in the mornings, because I find the mornings before school, and hands up, drop a like, drop a comment if this is you, hands up, because in the morning before school can be a real rat race moment. And if you're someone who has to get off to work yourself, then that means that it can all be happening. And also it means that you can be leaving and ending up at your work feeling like a frazzled mess, and that's not helpful. True? Okay, we all know about that. So I've got some ADHD hacks, life hacks for mums in the morning that had helped me, potential ADHD, don't know, okay, actually be able to manage my household a little bit better, and just some simple things, because you all know we don't need like a huge, big, long list. Yes, we need a list, obviously. I don't mean we never need one, but having a big, long list of things to do can really add to your overwhelm rather than actually help you move through it. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing some of the three of the main things that I've been trying to do in the morning, or making sure that we do, in order to make sure life is more organized, because I finally feel like I'm out of that baby brain space. But to be honest, just having kid space, brain space, is not necessarily that much better. Okay, so all right, ADHD life hacks for mums in the morning. Now, the first one is to make sure that you get your kids' bags out into the space where you are fairly early. Now, obviously, you need to have space to be able to do that. So if you make sure there's an area over near a bookcase or somewhere out amongst what you're doing in the morning. For me, my kids' bags are all kept in their bedrooms on hooks. I have to show you that, actually. Very, very cool. They're all in bedrooms on hooks. My husband and I put hooks up for their bags because it is so much easier. But what I do is I'm getting them to bring their bags out earlier than I otherwise would, okay, because it means that when the bags are out there, it's like it's a continual visual reminder that that's actually our end goal. So our end goal is that your bag is packed and everything is in it that you need, so that you can move out the door. Okay, so that's my number one first hack that I have recently implemented in my house, and it's been, without the kids actually knowing, and it's been really, really helpful and really helped me to be able to have that consistent reminder that that is actually what we're working towards. It's not, yes, we need to help do people's hair and we need to listen to readers and all those sorts of things, but which you might like to do the night before, which is so much easier. But if you have the bags there ready, you can go, okay, what else do you need for your bag? Is it something like, do you need a drink bottle? Do you need whatever? Not only is it a visual reminder for me, it's also a visual reminder for my children. And so you all know, we're not going to go into the ADHD conversation, but there are lots and lots of things that go on between parents and children when it comes to that space. And I'll share more about that another day. So it's helpful for the kids as well to see those things. And so, yeah, having the bags out ready to go is super, super, super helpful. Okay, so making sure you've got a list to follow. Yes, I said no list, but if you've got one on the wall for the kids to follow, that makes it so much easier for you as a mum. So I got to the stage a couple of years ago, I think, before my youngest even started school, and I was like, I cannot remember who has put their socks on yet. I can't remember whose bag I have put a drink bottle in. I can't remember who's up to what bit on their lunch. I can't remember any of these things, and you all are coming and asking me all the time, what can I do next? What am I supposed to do next? What am I supposed to do next? And I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to get myself organized for the day. Like, even trying to make sure that the youngest has got everything he needs, and I can't remember everything that everybody's up to all the time. So that's when I really instigated the list. And we've had one for ages. So for years and years, I had one that was pictures. So I had a visual list for my eldest, and it was like a picture of her bag zipped up again. It was a picture of her socks and shoes next to her toothbrush or something like that, so that she could go, oh, that's the next step. Shoes, socks, toothbrush. And to be honest, I actually might end up making more visual lists for people in my house because it would be really helpful. I've just realized that would actually probably be really helpful for my youngest at this stage. So having a list is really, really helpful, and also habit stacking. So if you are someone who knows a little bit about habit stacking, I've just shared some on one of my recent podcasts all about habit stacking. Okay, which means basically you have your automatic habits, so your things you already do. So for me, my example's always having a coffee in the morning is one of my habits. So I just pop something in before it or pop something in along with it, which is have a glass of water or a mug of hot water before I have my coffee. So for me, because I love the coffee, I love having it's decaf. It's almond milk decaf. Come on. You can't get much more peaceful than that. So because I love having that, I helped myself fulfill my own goal of having more water because I sort of held myself to ransom a little bit and stacked that habit. So if you want to find out more about that, jump onto the habit stacking video that'll be linked here below, or the habit stacking podcast, and find out more about that. That's habit stacking is from James Clear in his book Atomic Habits. Now, this is super helpful, but I was already doing it. I just didn't know there was a name for it. All right, before I read his book. When I read it, I was like, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, great job. So number 3, and before we jump into number 3, so I've got stuff popping up all over the place on my computer. Number 3, before we jump into number 3, I'd really love you to like and subscribe if you want to because I'm all about women and well-being. I'm all about women of faith. I'm all about helping women and myself, but sharing things that I love that actually really, really help you have a holistic family, more healthy, more peaceful, more connection in your family, obviously working with your own emotional triggers and things like that. Stress, I'm a stress coach, love working with women, and that's what I do on my channel, any of the above. Okay, so if you want to find out more about any of that, please like, subscribe, follow, hit the little bell because that actually tells you when I've got the next video up. So there you go. There's your invitation. And the other thing is that I run the Mum Wellbeing podcast. And so if you're looking for any of that information, look down below in the description of this video. All right, number 3, my ADHD life hack for the morning for mums is to have a caddy for your cereals and spreads. Now, if you're someone whose kids come out like crazy people first thing in the morning and start mowing through the pantry and trying to work out what to have, and then there's Weet-Bix all over the floor, or there's, milk spilt, or in our case, people open 2 or 3 different cartons of milk, and because we just have UHT, it's all lactose free and all that sort of stuff in our house. And then you've got all this milk and there's stuff everywhere and people are bumping into each other. The key to helping with that is to have a caddy, which is basically something that you get out in the morning that has got, you might have 2, so it might have the cereals in it, and I don't know if they have sugar on their breakfast or honey or whatever it is. Most of the time I try to get to my kids to have honey on their breakfast if they're going to have any, but some kids don't like honey. One of mine in particular is very averse to honey and always has been. So anyway, cereals, caddy, and then things like Vegemite. If you're in America, you might not have Vegemite, and that's fine. Peanut butter, whatever you have, pop it in another caddy so that if people have toast, they literally come to the table with toast and a knife and a plate, and then they can get everything they need out. And all you got to do is add the butter. Yeah, so just pop the butter either on the toast or otherwise put it on the table as well. Super simple, and it means everyone's got all their mess happening at the table rather than all around you where you're trying to get things organised in the mornings. All right, so there you go. They're my 3 ADHD life hacks for mums. Okay, yes, I'm sitting in my clinic at the moment and just trying to get some stuff done today, but these 3 things are one of those things that really, really help me in the morning, and I love to be able to do it, but I really need to get more onto the caddy thing though. Full transparency, I haven't been doing that as much as I would like to. Always want to do. I've had one set up for ages, but I don't always get it out, and I think that's why I popped this on this list. It's to help me remember to do it. All right, what do you do? Do you have ADHD? Do your kids have ADHD? Or what do you find? What's a great life hack, especially for the morning routine for mums? What do you do? Share it below in the comments because we all want to learn from each other here. This is not about me just sharing the things. It's about all of us learning from each other on this channel. So Have a beautiful day. I'm Miranda, and again, don't forget to check out in the description because there are freebies there for you. If you're a Christian woman, there is a new masterclass down in there that you might like to check out. If you aren't, that's completely fine. There are different classes, there are different freebies down there for you in the description. So I'd love to talk to you more, but I can't right now. Okay, so have a beautiful day. I'm Miranda, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Mums everywhere are secretly, or maybe not so secretly, feeling the constant mum guilt. Now, it feels like a bit of a tightrope just between judgment, guilt, trying to deal with all the things all the time. And we feel guilty, which is actually quite silly, but we feel guilty as a result of not being able to complete everything we need to, do everything we need to, and be there for our kids at the end of the day, let alone ourselves, our partners, and the rest of everything else that we're supposed to be doing. So I decided to address this issue head on, and I've written an ebook. It's called Stop Mum Guilt: How to Stop Running/Ruining Your Mental Health with Mum Guilt, and all about how I stopped it as well. So if you want to find out more about that, it's an ebook. It's on Amazon. You can find the links around my channel here, wherever you look, okay? And if not, look in the description below because I always pop it in there. It's super, super, super affordable, and I'd love to hear what you think about it. So it's called Stop Mum Guilt, and it's written by me, Miranda Hodge, and I hope it helps you out. See you soon.